Welcome back once again. We will start with the topic of basics of material science and engineering. This is important part for the general studies of EEC. Now, in material science, we start with the solid material. So, solid material is divided into two types. That is, first one is crystalline material, and second one is non-crystalline material. So in crystalline material, the arrangement of particles or atoms will be in pattern, in this type of pattern, like symmetrical pattern. See, this type of pattern will be there in the crystalline structure. So this type of the pattern will be there. Okay. So crystalline material, example of crystalline material, all metals and some of the ceramics and quartz. Okay. And the crystalline structure having high strength due to the symmetrical pattern of the arrangement of the atom, and these are anisotropic or anisotropic in nature. Anisotropic means at a particular point at different direction the material property will be different. For example, at this point in this direction, Young modulus or property is E2. In this direction, property is E1, or Young modulus property of material property. In this direction, it is E4. In this direction, it is E3. So, crystalline material are anisotropic or anisotropic in nature, and due to this symmetrical arrangement of the atom or particles, it is having the sharp or high melting point. Means melting point is high and sharp. Means for example, the melting point of aluminum is 660 degrees centigrade. Okay, so it is sharp 660 degrees centigrade melting point of the aluminum. So melting point is sharp and high. And talking about the non-crystalline material, this type of material are amorphous in nature. So amorphous means so non-crystalline material mostly are amorphous in nature. For example of a non-crystalline material are plastic, rubber, glass. So arrangement of the atom is not symmetrical or pattern wise. It is random. Means like this. Somewhere it is like this. So it is not symmetrical. The arrangement of the atom is random. Atoms are or particles are randomly oriented, and due to the random orientation of particle or atom, it is having low strength and isotropic in nature. Means at a particular point in all direction material property will be same, so it is isotropic material. Important. And the melting point temperature is low due to the arrangement, and melting point temperature ranges between range. It is not sharp. The temperature will be in range like 110 to 120 degrees centigrade, the melting point temperature. So it is not particular temperature, it is in between the range of the temperature. So melting point is low due to the arrangement, and similarly due to the arrangement of atom, its melting point is in range, not fixed. Okay, now we will talk about the grain types and grain material. So suppose at a particular point of a material, Suppose is at a particular point of a material, this is, suppose this is one material, at a particular point the arrangement of atom is like this, is arrangement of the pattern is like this. Suppose it is arranged in this way, and here it is in this direction, it is suppose arranged. Suppose here atom arranged in this pattern, symmetrical linear type of arrangements here also, and these arrangements are separated by some boundaries. These are the boundaries which separate the uh, atoms. Okay, so these boundaries are called grain boundary. These are the grain boundaries. So these patterns are these patterns are atoms are in periodic order. These are in periodic order. These atoms are in periodic order. Okay, these atoms are in periodic order, and these are the boundaries which separate the periodic atom arrangement. Okay, and suppose at the grain boundary more bond length means at this boundary means suppose at this boundary at, at this boundary, these are the boundaries which separate the atoms. Okay, so at this boundary more bond length will be present. At this boundary more bond length will be present. So if having more bond length, then bond energy will be low. Bond energy will be low, and this region will be weak region. Why? Because means more the boundary length here, more the, suppose this is the boundary length, more the boundary length, more oxidation will take place in between this boundary, on this boundary layer. So boundary on the boundary grain, suppose here suppose here suppose here oxidation will take place at this boundary layer. Okay, so at here, due to the oxidation, corrosion will take place. So boundary, at the boundary region, more the boundary length, more the more the bond energy low, and weak region, this will be the weak region. Means greater the boundary length or greater the grain boundary, this will be the weak region. The reason is because on this way boundary grain oxidation will takes place, and due to this oxidation corrosion will occur. Okay, so oxygen, chlorine, hydrogen atoms form bond at the grain boundary, and corrosion occur due to this is the main reason. Means oxygen, chlorine, hydrogen, this makes oxygen, chlorine, and hydrogen at different atoms form bond at grain boundary, and corrosion occur due to this. Okay, so bond length between two different pattern grain at boundary, what is, this is grain boundary. Okay, now we'll talk about the fine grain material and coarse grain material. First we will talk about the fine grain material. So fine grain material, the arrangement, suppose this is the one material, this is one material. On this material, these are the boundary, grain boundary, means these separate the atoms. These are the grain boundaries. Okay, these are the grain boundaries. Suppose so. So if the size of the grain are small, means small grain size, more grain boundary will be there. So it is fine grain size is small, so more boundary will be present because the grain size is less, and due to this fast cooling will occur due to small grain size and the more grain boundary. Fast cooling will occur, and at room temperature, suppose at 20 degree centigrade, this is suppose this is the room temperature, so it is having high strength at room temperature. Okay, at room temperature this type of material will be high strength, will have high strength fine grain material. And at high temperature strength will be low. At high temperature strength will be low. Why? Because bonds between the grain breaks and grain slides one over each other due to the high temperature. Bond between the grain breaks due to the high temperature, and grain slide over each other due to high temperature. Okay, and at room temperature it is high strength. Why? Because if one crack occur due to some force, suppose one crack occur like this due to applied force, and this crack cannot propagate from in longer direction. Why? Because there is more boundary length. There is so many boundary length are there. Due to this boundary length cannot propagate from longer direction. So crack due to the force requires more energy to go from one grain to other grain, that is it stops or reduce at the grain boundary. Okay, so more energy will be required to this crack to go from one longer direction. Why? Because of the more boundary length, or more this due to this more boundary length. Okay, now we'll talk about the coarse grain material. So coarse grain material means the particle size or grain size will be large, and due to the large grain size, boundary grain boundary will be less. Means due to the more grain size, boundary grain boundary will be less. Okay, and due to these two reasons it will have slow cooling. It will not cool immediately, it will take time, so cooling will be slow. And at room temperature strength will be low. Why? Because less grain boundary. Due to this crack passes it and reaches the material to the surface, and material fails. Means due to the less boundary, due to these boundaries are less. If one crack occurred due to some sudden due to the force, this crack easily can go to the surface and material fails. This is the reason why at the room temperature it is low strength, but at the high temperature strength increases. Why? Because less number of grain boundary, so the less number of bonds at the grain boundary break, so it is having less grain boundary. These grain boundaries are less in the coarse grain material, and the bond length is less and less bond breaks due to high temperature. So it is having high temperature at the it is high strength at the high temperature. Okay, an example of this type of material is piston valve made from this type of material, coarse grain material, because its strength is high at the higher temperature. Okay, Now we'll talk about the unit cells. So unit cell are smallest number of atoms arranged in a repeating manner. Unit cell are smallest number of atom arranged in repeating manner. Okay, for example, see, suppose this is the one material, or it is a space lattice, and the arrangement of atoms are like this. This is the space lattice or some material, and the arrangement of atom will be like this. Wait. So suppose atoms are arranged. So suppose atoms are arranged in this way throughout this lattice. This is the space lattice. And we take out, suppose consider the here. So suppose this unit we considering this unit, and we will draw here this unit. so this small unit is smallest number of atoms arranged in repeating manner. So this is smallest number of atom will repeating a manner. So one atom is here like this, like here, 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 and here also. Okay, so this is one unit cell. In this unit cell we will define A, B, C and alpha, beta, gamma. So I'll draw here. This is Z direction. Okay, so this side is A, this side is A, this side is A, this side is C, and this side is B. So this side is B. Okay, and this angle between AB is alpha. This angle is alpha, and angle between AC, this angle AC, angle between AC is gamma, and angle between BC is beta. This angle is beta. This angle is beta. Okay, so this A, B and C are called lattice parameter. This is lattice parameter, and angle alpha, beta, gamma are interfacial angle, like angle between AC, angle between AB, angle between AC, like that. So these are ABC are lattice parameter, and alpha, beta, gamma are interfacial angle. And there is a maximum number of maximum independent variable n is 6. Maximum number of independent variable is 6, like A, B, C and alpha, beta, gamma. This is the variables, and maximum 6 number of independent variable could be in a lattice or in a unit cell. Okay, so it will be clear, don't worry further. Now we will talk about the Bravais lattice system. So there are total 14 Bravais lattice. This type of lattice total 14 type, but generally we will discuss about the 7 primary lattice. So basic primary lattice is 7, total is 14, but we will discuss about the 7. So some basics we will discuss. The first one is cubics. In cubic system, side A, B, C are equal. In basic cubic, side A, B, C are equal, means they are equal. So this A, B, sorry, this is B, so this A, B, C are equal, means A is equals to B is equals to C, means these sides are equal. Our angle all the angle alpha, beta and gamma also equal. That's why it is cubic. This alpha, gamma and beta, alpha, beta, gamma are equal. So this first one is simple cubic. Second one is triclinic. Triclinic means three, clinic means not same. So in this, three are not same means nothing is equal. No parameter is equal, like a is not equals to b, not is equals to c, neither alpha not equal to beta, not equal to gamma, that is not equal to 90 degree. So this is called triclinic. So all which are not equal, so number of independent variable are a, b, c and alpha, beta, gamma, all are independent. And in cubic system only one independent variable, that is a. Side a is only one independent parameter in cubic system, but in triclinic so six independent variable. So in this no side is equal in triclinic. Tri means 3, clinic means not same. So 3 are not same means nothing is same. So a is not equals to b, alpha not equal to beta, not equal to gamma, not equal to 90 degree. Okay, nothing is same. Nothing is same, and independent variable are 6. So maximum independent variable could be 6, which we have discussed earlier. So maximum independent variable is a, b, c and alpha, beta, gamma, because these are not equal, so they are independent from each other. And third one is tetragonal. Tetragonal, have you seen RCT bus or bus? So suppose tetragonal means bus like shape, this kind of shape. Suppose this is one bus, so it is one bus kind of shape. Okay, so this is tetragonal structure or RCT bus. So in bus, these two sides are equal, means a and b are equal. Front side, face of the sides are equal, like here this is b, this is a and b are equal, but c is not equal. This is c, so c is not equal. So here a is equals to b but not equal to c, and alpha and beta equal, and gamma is also equal, means all are 90 degree. RCT bus, RCTC bus or any bus is like all faces are 90 degree na. So all are 90 degree, all angles are 90 degree. This is 90 degree, here also 90 degree, 90 degree, so all are 90 degree. So all angle are 90 degree. Only one side, that is length side is not equal. See this c side is not equal. So tetragonals, whenever we call someone asks you about the tetragonal structure, tetragonal system, tetragonal lattice system, just remember about the one bus. Okay, and according to that visualize all the parameters. So in tetragonal, a and a side, b side will be equal, but c side is not equal, and all the angles are 90 degree, and there is two independent parameter, a and c. A and c are independent parameter here. Now fourth one is orthorhombic system. Orthorhombic, whenever someone tell you about the orthorhombic, just remember one matchbox, matches ka dabba. Remember one matchbox. So matchbox shape, general shape is like this. front side is rectangular. So just remember one orthorhombic shape. Orthorhombic shape means माचिस का डब्बा, matchbox. So in matchbox, no side is equal, A, B, C. So A is not equal to B, not equal to C. A is not equal to B, is not equal to C. Okay. And matchbox, in the matchbox all angle are 90 degree, all angle are 90 degree, all angle are 90 degree. So alpha is equals to beta is equals to gamma is equals to 90 degree. And independent parameter are 3, means A is not equal to B, not equal to C. So these are independent to each other. So independent variable are 3, A not equal to B, not equal to C. So these are independent variable, not dependent on the each other. So orthorhombic means माचिस का डब्बा, और tetragonal means RCT bus. Tetragonal means bus. Orthorhombic माचिस का डब्बा. Now fifth kind of lattice is system is hexagonal system. In hexagonal system, it is like hexagonal, base is like hexagonal, base is kind of hexagonal, 3D hexagonal shape. It is kind of 3D hexagonal shape. So in 3D hexagonal shape, all these sides are equal, base side are equal, means A and B will be equal, this side and this side will be equal. So A is equals to B, but the length side, this C side, length side C side is not equal. So A is equals to B but C is not equal. And the angle between A and B will be angle between A and B, that is alpha, is 120 degree. So any angle between the hexagonal is 120 degree. So this is 120 degree. So alpha and angle between A and B will be 120, and that is alpha. So this is alpha. So alpha is 120 degree, and beta and gamma, this odd side angle is beta, and gamma are 90 degree. This is not odd side angle, means it is like this. So this angle, this, so this is 90 degree. So beta, alpha and beta is 90 degree. And there will two independent side, and two independent side will be A and C. So these are not equal. So two independent side. So this was the about the hexagonal structure. Now sixth one is rhombohedral. In rhombohedral, all sides are equal. In rhombohedral, all sides are equal, means A is equals to B is equals to C, means this A, B and C all are equal. A, B, C all are equal, but the angle is alpha and beta are equal, means this alpha and beta are equal, and gamma is not equal to 90 degrees. So the general structure of rhombohedral system is like this, kind of twisted. Okay, so alpha, so two independent parameter here, two independent parameter A and alpha. Now seventh type of structure is monoclinic system. In mono means one and clinic means not same. In monoclinic system one thing will be not same means, and this is second most complex structure. So one thing will be not same monoclinic. So one angle is not same, that is alpha and beta is equals to 90 degree, but gamma is not 90 degree. Gamma is not 90 degree, and as earlier, no sides will be same in clinic. In clinic structure means no side will be same. Earlier we discussed. So A not equal to B in not equal to C. Whenever you hear clinic means no sides is same. Okay, so monoclinic means one angle will also not same. So alpha is equals to beta is equals to 90 degree, but gamma is not 90 degree. Here four independent variable A, B, C and gamma, because these are not equal. Okay, so triclinic means three not same. Three not same means clinic means alpha beta, A, B, C means side will be not same. Triclinic means three sides will be not same. So all three sides are not same. Alpha is not equal to beta is not equal to gamma and not equal to 90 degree. So this was the about the Bravais lattice system. So basic primary lattice system were 7, which we have discussed here. Now we will discuss about the simple cubic structure. So this is the simple cubic structure. In simple cubic structure, so on the sides of the cube, atoms will be present like this. So atom will be present like this on the corner. On the corner atom will be present like this. So these are the general arrangement of atom. Okay, just draw cube. So this is side A, and the radius, suppose this is the atom and this is the radius, this side is, this is the radius of the atom. So these are radius R, and this is A is the side of the cube. So here total number of lattice point is 8. In capital N is the lattice point. So 8 lattice point to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So total 8 lattice points. Okay, and 1/8 of the atom present inside the cube, means this part only of one atom, only this part is present inside the cube. 1/8 of the one atom, 1/8 part of the atom is present inside the cube. 1/8 part, only 1/8 part is present inside the cube. Only this much of part is present inside the cube. So total lattice point is 8, and so effective number of atom, small n is effective number of atom. So total lattice point is 8, means 8 atoms are present at the corner of the side, and 1/8 are present on inside the atom of each atom. So total number of atom in one cubic cell or one simple cubic structure is 1. Okay, and the relation between A and R is, it is like this. So this is the edge A. Here I am drawing this part. It is not that these atoms are separated from each other, these are touching to each other. These two means all these atoms are touching to each other. So here one atom, here one atom, so these are touching, and this is 2r, this is 1r 1r. So A, one side of the cube is equals to 2r. Okay, so this is the relation between A and R. Okay, so this is R, this radius R and A. So this first one, this is second one, and third one, A is equals to 2R. This is the relation. And fourth relation is about the bond length. Bond length is this is the bond length between the two atoms from combined. So this is the bond length. Center to center distance between the two atoms is bond length. So bond length is equals to, bond length is 2r or is equals to A. And fifth part is atomic packing factor. Or packing density. So atomic packing factor is equals to total volume of atom, means total volume of atom, total volume of atom divided by volume of unit cell. Volume of unit cell. Okay, this is the atomic packing fraction. So we'll calculate this packing fraction, atomic packing fraction of simple cubic structure. So atomic packing fraction of simple cubic structure will be, so total atom, total volume of atom. So total atom here is what? N is the total number of atom in the simple cubic structure, and this and volume, and the volume of one unit cell is, volume of one atom is, it is a spherical shape, so volume of one sphere will be 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, so volume will be 4/3 pi r cube. Okay, and the volume of unit cell is A cube, means it is cubic structure, so A cube. Now we'll substitute thus the value of all these things. So effective number of atom in the simple cubic structure, small in value is 1, and 4/3 pi r cube, so leave it as r cube. And the relation between A and R is what? So A is equals to A is equals to 2r, so we will write A in terms of A. So A is equals to 2r, so A cube means 2r cube, and after solving this we will get 0.52, 0.52, 0.52, 0.52 we will get. So the atomic packing fraction for the simple cubic structure is 52%. Means 52% of the atom is filled. 52% of the atom is filled with atoms, and remaining empty space will be what? 100 minus 52. So remaining empty space will be 100 minus atomic packing fraction, tells you about how much atom is filled. So 52% is filled, so empty part will be 100 minus 52, so 48% of the atom is empty. 42% of the unit cell is empty, and the coordination number is neighboring atom, neighboring atom we call it as coordination number. So coordination number will be 6. Neighbor atom means what? Neighbor atom means coordination number. So suppose for this atom, neighbor atom are 6. For this atom, neighboring atom will be coordination number will be 6. 3 downside, 3 upside. An example of this kind of cubic cell having potonium. Okay. Now we will discuss about the body cubic structure. In body cubic structure, at the center of the body, one atom will be present. So suppose this is one cubic structure. This is one cubic structure. At the center of the cubic structure, one atom will be present. So at the center of the atom, one atom will be present like this, and all the corners atoms will be present apart from the central atom. Like this. So at the corner, only 1/8 of this part, only 1/8 part will be present inside the atom from the corner, and whole central atom will be present inside the atom. So total lattice point is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At the center 9. So total lattice point is 9, and effective number of atom is small n. So total 8 corner atoms are present. 8 corner atoms. These are the corner atoms. So 8 corner atoms present, and 1/8 part only is present inside the atom. So 1/8 plus one whole atom is present at the center of the body, so 1. So total number of effective atom is 2 for the BCC, body centered structure, and the relation between radius and side of the atom is, so radius and side of the atom is like that. So just join these atoms, and so this atom at the other corner, this is the body center atom and this is the front side atom. So if you join this, it will be like this, one atom and body centered atom. This is the body center atom and these are the side corner atoms. These two are the corner atoms. These are the corner atoms. So here this atom is this one and this atom is this one. So this whole distance will be root 3a. Why? Because it is not the on the face, it is from inside the cube, it is from other side cube to the front side of the cube. This length is diagonal length, this is diagonal of the cube, this length is diagonal of the cube. So diagonal of the cube is root 3a. Suppose and diagonal of the face of a cube for simple square, diagonal is root 2a. For simple square, for simple cube, for simple cube diagonal length is root 3a. Suppose this length root 3a, this is root 3a. So this length is root 3a and all these atoms are touching to each other. All these atoms are touching to each other. It's like this. So here up here to here 1 r, 1 radius, here to here 1 radius, and here whole atom is present, so it is 2r. So the relation we got here between a and 2r is 4r is equals to root 3a. This relation we got from here. 4r is equals to root 3a. We got one relation from here. Okay, 4r is root 3a. This is okay. Now the bond length will, if you talk about the bond length for bond length is bond length is 2r. Bond length is 2r, this atom and this atom, so this is 2r. And in apart in or in the place of r, we can write from here, from this relation we can write r as root 3a by 4. So we'll substitute the value of r, root 3a by 4, and when you solve you will get root 3 by 2a. So this much you will get the bond length. Bond length is 2r or root 3a by 2. And we will calculate the packing fraction, atomic packing fraction. So atomic packing fraction is total volume of atoms divided by volume of unit cell. So total volume of atom means total number of atom, that is small n, and into one volume of one atom is 4 by 3 spherical in shape, 4 by 3 pi r cube, spherical volume 4 by 3 pi r cube, and the volume of cube is a cube. And now we will substitute all the values and effective number of atom in BCC is 2, and the right atomic weight 4 by 3 pi r cube. And the relation between A and R we know from here. We can get relation between A and R. So we got 4R is equals to root 3A for BCC. So just R value will be, so write A in terms of R. So A is equals to 4R by root 3. So just substitute the value of A, that is 4R by root 3 cube, and after you solving this value we will get 0.68 means 68% of atom is filled. 68% of the unit cell is filled with the atom, and the empty space will be how much? 100 minus filled part. So filled part is 68%. Total filled part of the unit cell is 100%. Total space in the inside the unit cell is 100%, and filled part is 68%. So empty part will be 100 minus filled. So 100 minus filled will be 32% is empty space inside the atom. Means empty space inside the BCC is 32%, and filled part or atomic fraction is 68%. And coordination number is the neighboring atom. So neighboring atom we call that is coordination number. So in BCC coordination number is how? If you consider this atom, neighboring atom is 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 atom is nearby of this atom. So atomic coordination number is 8. Neighbor atom or coordination number is 8. And the example of this, you remember TISCO. TISCO is one company. So remember TISCO. TISCO means tungsten. T for tungsten. Okay. I for iron, S for sodium, and C means chromium. So remember TISCO is example as BCC. BCC is TISCO. Okay. And important part, relation between R and atomic side, R is equals to root 3A, and 68% is atomic fraction, and coordination number is 8, and effective number of atom is 2, and bond length is 2R. Bond length is 2R or root 3 A by 2. This is the important thing we should remember. And the lattice point is 9. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the 8 are the 9 is the lattice point. Now we will discuss about the phase center structure. So in the phase center structure will be like this. These are the corner atoms which are present at the corner of the cube. And apart from this, on the face of the cube, atoms will be present on the face of the cube. So how many faces are present in the cube? 6 faces are present. So on this face, one atom will be present. On this face one atom will be present, on this face one atom will be present, similarly on above face one atom will be present, on back side face of the at one atom will be present, and one front side of the face one atom will be present. So total 6 side and 6 atom, and only 1 by half part will contribute to cube from the face centered, only half, and from the corner we know 1 by 8 will be present inside the cube. So if you calculate if lattice point or effect lattice point, we get 8 corner atoms and 6 face side atoms, so total lattice point is 14. And second, if you want to calculate effective number of atom, that is small n, so only 1 by 8 of the corner side atom present from inside the cube, so 1 by 8 by 8, and half of the face side atom present inside the cube, so half part, or how many face side atoms, 6, so total number of effective atom is 4. So inside for effective number of atom for FCC face centered cubic structure is 4, and the relation between A and R means side and the radius is, you draw one structure here like this. If you draw for one face, suppose I am drawing a structure for this face, for this face, front side face, I am drawing front side face, okay, front side face. So how it will look, it will look like this. This is a front side face, corner atom, 4 corner atom, this should be bigger in size, so 4 corner atoms like this, these are the corner atoms, and one face atom, when on the face one atom will be present on the face, so this is the face atom touching all. Okay, now this is the center, suppose, so from here to here it is 1 radius, here to here 1 radius, so 2 are from the center face center atom, and 1 are for this atom, and 1 are from this atom. So it is on the plane surface, so relation between A and R will be what, this is the diagonal of a square, this length is diagonal of a square, so it is root 2a, and total length is 4r. So this is the relation between A and R for face centered. Okay, 4r is equals to root 2a, and we know bond length is 2r, okay, or in from 2r, or bond length is 2r. On place of r we can write root 2a by 4 means a by root 2. From here we got, so r is equals to root 2a by 4. Okay, now we will calculate the atomic packing fraction. atomic packing fraction is total number total volume of units total volume of atom by volume of unit cell. So n is the effective number of atom and volume of one atom, 4 by 3 pi r cube, and total volume of cube is a cube. So just place the value, effective number of atom in the cubic face centered cubic cell is 4 as we have calculated, and atom volume of an atom as it is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and write a in terms of r. So we know it will be 4r by root 2 cube. So after solving this, we will get at 0.74. We will get as 0.74. So 74% of the atom of 74% of the cube is filled with the atoms, and remaining part is empty. So empty portion is 100 minus 74. 100 minus 74 part is empty, that is 26% of the unit cell of face center unit cell is empty, and the coordination number for this is 12, means neighbors item. Like see here, for this coordination number is 12. And some example of this kind of unit cell having is face centered atoms. Face centered cubic cell atoms mostly are costly atom mostly. So like nickel is costly atom, aluminium, copper, gold, silver, means costly atoms, mostly costly metals are face centered mostly. So copper, gold, silver, aluminium, these are the costly atoms. So all means mostly costly atoms are this type of arrangement is there in the unit. So what we got from here, effective number of atom in FCC is 4. Relation between A and R is equals to 4R is equals to root 2. 4R is equals to root 2A, and atomic packing fraction is 74% and 26% is filled empty space, and coordination number is 12. And example, all the FCC atoms are all the costly atom like aluminum, gold, silver, copper, nickel. Okay, so this is about the face centered cubic structure. This is all about the face centered cubic structure. Now we will discuss about the diamond cubic structure. So in diamond cubic structure, 8 corner atoms will be present. 8 corner atom will be present. Eight corner atoms will be present like this. So these red are corner atoms, and face centered atoms will also be present. So these are the face centered atom. And remaining atom will be present like on the here. Okay, and just join the atoms, just join all the atoms like this. Upper side face centered, back side face centered, this face centered, and this. So one tetragonal structure will be formed. One tetrahedral kind of shape will be formed from the top view. So this kind of shape will be formed, this kind of shape, after joining all this. Okay, so one tetrahedral shape will be formed. So in diamond shape, face centered atom will be present and tetrahedral shape will be present. So total atomic lattice will be 8 face centered, 8 atoms on the corner, 6 atoms on the face centered, and 4 atoms are tetrahedral atoms. 4 atoms are tetrahedral atoms. Okay, so total lattice points are 18. So if you want to calculate the effective number of atom, 1 by 8 into 8 for the corner atom, for the face centered 1/2 into 6, and for total 4 atoms which are tetrahedral shape. So total effective number of atom is 8 in diamond shape structure, and the coordinate for this atom, suppose 0 0 0, and for this atom on upper side face it will be a by 4 a by 4 a by 4. Now if you want to calculate the relation between A and R, we will use this. So we will use this relation. So this is the corner atom which I have shown. So this coordinate is 0 0 0, and this atoms, its coordinate will be a by 4 a by 4 a by 4. Now if you want to calculate the relation, so total distance is 2r, this distance is 2r. So 2r, and the distance between x2 minus x1, like that, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square plus z2 minus z1 whole square root under. So in this way we can calculate the distance. So x2 is a by 4 and x1 is 0, so a by 4 minus 0 ka whole square is a by 4 whole square. Similarly, a by 4 square, a by 4 square. Y2 is a by 4 and y1 is 0. Z2 is a by 4 and z1 is 0. So like that. So if you calculate, you will get 8r is equals to root 3a. You will get the relation in diamond shape cubic structure. Okay. And the bond length is now, and the bond length will be 2r, or replace r with the a from here. So r is equals to root 3a by 8. Just substitute in place of r, so we will get root 3 by 4a. Bond length, or 2r, is the bond length. Atomic cracking fraction, n is the n. Effective number of atom is 8, and volume of one atom is 4 by 3 pi r cube, and unit divided by volume of a cube, a cube is the volume of cube. And after substituting all these values, we will get 34% is the atom, 34% of the cube is filled with the atom, and remaining empty space will be 100 minus 34%, that is 66%. Atom is 66% of unit cell is empty, and the coordination number is 4, means neighboring atom of one atom is 4. And the example of this kind of shape is having in diamond, silicon and germanium. Diamond, silicon and germanium having diamond cubic structure. I will show you the structure of diamond cubic structure. See here, all the blue atoms, these blue atoms are present at the corner, and these blue atoms are on the face. These blue atoms are on the face, and these four atoms are tetrahedral atom, which form tetrahedral. These green atoms are tetrahedral atoms. Okay, in this way atoms are arranged in the see here in this also. All greens present on the this green all present on the corner. This green on the face, this green on the face, this green on the face, and all red atoms are tetrahedral atoms. And if you join these atoms, it will form tetrahedral shape like this. Okay, so in diamond cubic crystal structure, face centered atoms and tetrahedral atoms will be present. Clear? Okay. Now we will discuss about the hexagonal packing. Now we will discuss about the hexagonal close packing structure. In hexagonal, we call it as HCP also. In hexagonal close packing structure or HCP, the base will be hexagonal in shape, and if you give it 3D, draw it in 3D, it will be like this structure. And at the center of the this hexagonal shape, this kind of arrangement will be present, and at the face one atom, upper face, and at the lower face one atom will be present. So if you want to know, if you want to calculate the lattice point, total lattice point will be 6, above 6, this 6, and similarly below 6, and on the face 1, similarly on the face 2, and 3 atoms at the center. So total 12 plus 2 plus 3, total lattice point are 7. And if you want to calculate the effective number of atom, 1 by 6 part will be present, only 1 by 6 part of the present of these corner atoms in the 1 by 6 part, only 1 by 6 part will be present inside the atom, inside the cubic structure HCP. So 1 by 6, and this kind of atoms are 12, so 12, and on the face 2 atoms present, this atom and this atom, and half of this present inside the HCP, and on the center 3 atoms, all these 3 atoms is present, so total 3. So effective number of atoms is 12. Effective number of atoms are 12. Sorry, effective number of atom is 6. And the relation between R and C, so A is equals to 2R, means these two atoms are touching to each other, and this distance is A, and this radius is R, and this radius is R, so A is equals to 2R. This is the relation. And the relation between this height C and side A is C by A is equals to 1.634. So this, remember this relation, this is very important relation. C by A relation is 1.64, and the bond length is 2R or A. This bond length, distance between the two atoms, is A or 2R, or in place of A, that is C by A, you just put the value So A will be, C by A is 1.634634, just A value will be 1.634 by C. So this, and the atomic packing fraction, effective number of atom is 6, small n is 6, and the volume of unit cell is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of one atom is 4 by 3 per pi r cube. And the volume of HCP. Now how to calculate volume of HCP? If you calculate the base area and multiply it with the height, we can get the volume of HCP. So I draw one base of the HCP structure. It is hexagonal, and now we'll divide it into 6 equal triangle. I divided it into 6 triangles like this, and the area of area of this will be 6. Number of triangle is 6, and area of one triangle is root 3 by 4 into a square. So this is the base area, and if you multiply it with the height, we can get the volume. I multiplied with the height, that is C, and this is the volume of HCP. So here base area into height C. So this is the SCP. Now if you substitute all the values into atomic packing fraction formula, you will get atomic packing fraction as 74%. So 74% of the SCP structure is filled with the atom, and empty space in the atom will be 26. 100 minus 74, that is 26% is empty, and the coordination number is 12 in the atom. Coordination number is 12 in this atom, and coordination number is nearest neighboring atom. And example of this kind of arrangement is present in zinc, cobalt, magnesium, titanium, barium, zirconium. So in these atoms HCP structure is present. I'll show you HCP structure. So this is the HCP structure. On the corner atoms are present, on the faces atoms are present. Here see, on the corner atoms are present, and on the base 2 atoms are present, and at the center, like this kind of triangular shape arrangement is present. So these are some structure of HCP. See here, see here. Okay. Now we will meet in the next video. Till then, bye.